Welcome everyone that clicked on this video. You can call me May, and today is my My Little Pony OC redesign part 4. So for those who haven't seen them, I did 3 more of these. You generally don't have to watch those ones before you watch this one, but there will be a spoiler of who was chosen for those ones, but I probably won't show the full-on designs. So if you don't mind spoilers for what they looked like originally, then you can continue with this video. I took a random art base a while back and made my characters on it for fun, for a side, like just for fun before I made a YouTube channel. And I decided to use it for like choosing the characters. So I had outlines of every character. So I had my mom choose an outline this time. This is where you'll see the spoilers. And I had her choose an outline, and she decided to go different than what she'd usually pick, and she picked the pink one, which I was good with because pink's my favorite color. So this is her. I think I'm gonna just jump into the video because I don't have much to say for the intro. Her current name at the moment that I last found was Candy Cake. Like with the others, we're gonna start with her pony design and then go to her like human design. I swear I thought her name had Sprinkle in the name. I think at one point it might have been Sprinkle Cake. I don't know what name I'm gonna name her. I don't think I'm gonna keep Candy Cake, even though right now Candy Cake is cute. Maybe Candy. I like the nickname Candy. If you have any name ideas for her, you can throw them down below. So you could tell by the original design that she was heavily, and I mean heavily, based on Pinkie Pie. She was my Pinkie Pie clone. She still kind of gives the design I gave my Pinkie Pie vibes. Not as much as a Pinkie Pie clone though, but she still has a little bit to it. So you'll see some of her old designs here and there. She is one of the first pony OCs I made. I have this very old drawing of her, and I remember I thought the body came out really well, but it looks so bad. It doesn't look good. And I based the design on the side of her original on that one, but I based the colors on a different one because I knew for a fact I gave her pink on pink for the longest time. But in one of the designs I had her pink on pink with frosting hair. So I just used that as the basis for like the little side design. I will say for some reason with this one, it was really hard to get poses and stuff down for like her pony design. Her human design, it was not as hard, I feel like, if I remember correctly. It was like a little difficult, but not as difficult. But the pony, it was difficult. Her head's bigger than all the other ones, but I really liked how it came out, so I didn't want to change it. So she's my Pinkie Pie clone, basically. I'm trying to think of ways to change from Pinkie Pie. I remember one of the first things I ever did was give her a horn, so she wasn't a full-on Pinkie Pie clone. She always had, I don't know if it's in the original design. I feel like it was supposed to be, but I think this might be like her. She had one design that was colored that had it on it. And she had like a little horn peeking out through her hair that you couldn't really see, as a kid in there. So I decided to give her a horn, and like the unicorn characters I have done before, she has a special horn. Her horn is way shorter than any other unicorn, and she literally only uses it for lifting stuff up and making baked goods, because that is her talent, ability, whatever you want to call it. I decided for her little special thing on her horn, she has sprinkles instead of like the horn lines, because like on other ones I did different patterns and stuff, and I think it was fun. Her color scheme I did change a little, but also I could feel like I couldn't change it a lot because the color scheme I came up with in that group photo I really liked, and I didn't feel right taking away the pink. I almost thought of doing it, but I couldn't take away the pink, so I just made it more dark, like brighter than my main girl's pink, but also slightly dusty to it. And then she has the brown splotches to be like chocolate, and I like how that looked. I like the brown with the pink. I think brown and pink is a nice color scheme. I did keep her hair white, but I added, it's hard to see on most of it. On her, I did add a fade to like a light yellowish color to look kind of like vanilla. And then I didn't realize till afterwards that she low-key is Neapolitan ice cream. But, Neapolitan is great look-wise. I love the look of Neapolitan, so it's all good and dandy. I gave her 2 different color eyes, Heterochromia, I think it's called. That's because I love the look of that. Actually, giving her that is what gave me the idea to give my Pinkie Pie a design in my main 6 redesign video, Heterochromia. So technically, I didn't base that one part off my Pinkie Pie design. I based my Pinkie Pie design off that part. I decided to change it up and have her have a yellow and orange eye because I liked the color scheme, because I didn't want to give her blue because I'd look at Pinkie Pie. I really liked how it looked, even though she technically does have the same eye color as Pinkie in one of her eyes. I decided to give her roller skates for no other reason than I think it would be fun to see her skating around. And then she has a lot of little heart motifs, even though my girl's technically the heart motifs. Hers is like sprinkles and stuff, but I imagine the hearts are like look more like candy hearts, like the ones that you get, they're like I love you and stuff, or whatever they say on it, like the ones you get for Valentine's Day that says like I love you, be mine. Those hearts, that's what I imagine all the like jewelry looks like. I decided I want to change her cutie mark because the design I gave it, her old designs are meh. The balloon with the frosting on it is fine, but it just feels like a design I'd give for Pinkie Pie instead. I decided to change it because the one I gave her in the most recent design, I did not like that one, the cupcake with the horn with the heart, and I thought a normal cupcake was boring. And I wanted to make her more just like a bakery pony, but with like magic in it. So I did a magic swirl through a couple different baked goods, like a cupcake, a donut, and a cookie. The food in the heart shape was a happy accident, but the magic in the heart shape was on purpose. I decided to give her orange magic. I almost wanted to give her like two-tone magic, but I decided to give her orange magic because I don't see a lot of, I don't know if you've ever seen a character that has orange magic. I could be wrong, and I don't think I'll look it up in time to know if I'm wrong. But if you do, it's very rare. I think same with yellow, but I feel like orange is more unique, so I gave her orange. And I think it's adorable. This is also the first one I've done that you can see the cutie mark fully on the chibi. I believe on the previous one you could technically see it too. But I decided to make the chibi one a little bit more simple version of the cutie mark, so that's what all the chibis will have. This one definitely, the pony one, well, both of them definitely had a layout issue with the poses and stuff I gave her. But yeah, so I decided to put her pony hair up. Originally, she had her hair down, and then she had her hair up in 2 buns, but then I gave my Pinkie Pie 2 buns, so I didn't want to do that. So I did like a weird updo thing. It's like a half bun, half updo thing with her hair, some of her hair down. So it's like that. It's supposed to look like frosting. That's why it's so swirly and has the little swirls in it. It's supposed to kind of look like frosting. I did the same with her chibi design, and her when she's getting her cutie mark, her full one is down because she probably wasn't putting up her hair at that time. I will say this, I did struggle probably the most with the pose of the full pony one. I don't know why, but I did. But I think it came out fine in the end. I think it is cute. I like it. The little full pony, getting her cutie mark one. It's definitely not my favorite of the ones I've done. My favorite is probably the first one. But you know, they can't all be winners when it comes to the poses. My idea for her is that she is the smallest. She's the shortest and the most like probably petite too, because I did my Pinkie Pie the shortest. She's probably taller than Pinkie Pie because I realized how small I made my Pinkie Pie. But my Pinkie Pie was short and like a little chubby because I love that idea for Pinkie Pie and I think it makes her look adorable. But I decided to also differentiate mine. She's short, but she's like very tiny short. She's like very petite. You probably saw occasionally me having orange over there. That was just so I could fade it and do it properly without it me not being able to see it, because the yellow I chose to make it look kind of vanilla-esque was very light and close to white, so it's hard to tell when you're drawing on it, but I think it gave a cute look. You can tell the outline of the white parts has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. She has sprinkles everywhere, but I decided to pastelify, because that's the word, the sprinkles out in her hair, and I decided to add some to her body but make those like bright rainbow colors. In her hair you will see there's pink sprinkles, but on her body there isn't because it just made more sense. But yeah, I don't have much else to say about her pony design. I'll probably talk more about her character in the next one. I want to start with saying this is probably my favorite of my OC character designs for the human version in particular I've done so far. I don't know why, but I absolutely love her. She's so cute and I love her. That might be hyping it up too much, but that's for my personal opinion. I absolutely love her. With her personality, she is like bubbly and light, like bubbly and fun like Pinkie Pie. Pretty close to Pinkie Pie's personality almost. But I thought it would be fun if she is either mute or like talks very little, but she's still really bubbly and cute personality wise. I almost want to make her mute, but I can't decide if I'm going to or not. So she's either, I thought of this when I was doing it, I want to differentiate her from Pinkie Pie even more. So I think she's either mute or like talks very little. But if she does talk, it would be like talk super fast kind of talk, because I think that would be cute to have a really bubbly character that doesn't talk much. I know people have done it probably plenty of times before, and people probably do it a lot. I just decided that when I was randomly thinking about her, trying to think, oh, I should change her personality so it differentiates from Pinkie Pie more than just a Pinkie Pie clone or my version of Pinkie Pie. She still is my version of Pinkie Pie. She's still close to Pinkie Pie, but I thought her talking less or not being able to talk at all would be a fun way of doing it, because I like the idea of her being super bubbly with that. She's like a fun, carefree type of character. She probably like the one that cheers up everyone in the group. I feel like she would be the type to, like, I'm thinking about this on the spot, some of these, so some of this might not be canon if I ever do more stuff with it. But I'm thinking of her, she probably is the type that is like really good at listening even though she doesn't seem like it. She probably definitely has ADHD. Yeah, so I realized I never said this, but probably in this universe they're all in probably like the college age, like the main 6. I did, but I never said that about these ones. So with her design, I had like a vague idea in mind immediately of what I wanted to do when I was randomly like, oh, I should probably sketch out designs. I'm like, wait, what if I put leg warmers and like arm warmers on like her legs and arms and make them all different lengths? And I loved the idea, so I went with it, and I'm like, she needs overalls. I gave her like a off-the-shoulder tank top thing where the sleeves are not actually attached to the shirt because otherwise that would not, movement would not work well there. But I gave her then, like, she has this like a reverse apron, I guess is the best way to put it, because the longer part's in the back, but she has this like skirt that she can tie around to the back and has a giant bow over top of her overalls, because I wanted to add something more fun to her overalls than just basic overalls. So I like an overskirt thing. Also, like my Pinkie Pie design before, she also has vitiligo. Vitiligo? I think it's vitiligo. Yeah, vitiligo. I said vitiligo, I think, in my original Pinkie Pie one, and that just sounds so wrong. I wanted to make sure I was saying it right. Yeah, she has vitiligo. Because I gave it to my Pinkie Pie design because I think vitiligo is, I think it's really pretty. So I did a different layout than I did for Pinkie Pie's. Hers has bigger patches of it. I will say I have not looked into vitiligo much. I know it can be like obtained to, I think one of the things can be affected is like sugar or something. I'm not sure. If you want to tell me about it more in the comments, go right ahead. Just please don't be rude about it. I think it looks really pretty, and I really like the look of it on characters. Her skin tone combination though with the hair, like all of it together, I love how she came out, the colors. I love how her color scheme came out with the pink, because pink's obviously my favorite. The yellow, the orange, and the brown as the accents. I don't know if I ever would have done this if I didn't make this character, but I absolutely love this color scheme. So I gave her like I think it's called corduroy, that type of fabric. It's like the brown fabric with stripes that's like a little bit fuzzy. That's what her overalls are made out of. I added little patches to her overalls. Does she sew them on? Does one of her friends do? I don't know. I didn't get that far. Her nail colors, 4 colors of the rainbow that aren't yellow and orange, because there's already that plenty on her design. Then just like one hand has 2, one hand has the other 2. Then she has some accessories of the other colors, like she has a green and pink hair clip, and then she has rings of red, blue, and orange, red, blue, and purple, because I didn't want to add orange and yellow all over, and I would add more rainbow ones. She does not have as much rainbow as she does like as Pinkie Pie did, or like as many like accessories as I did for my Pinkie Pie design. So her human design is completely different than my Pinkie Pie's. Her pony design is slightly closer. I gave her some roller skates because I think it would be cute. Also remembering Pinkie Pie when she was in the diner outfit with her roller skates. I imagine she just wears roller skates all around because she likes to move around and have fun. With her magical girl-esque design that I've made for every single one of my characters, and eventually I want to make for the main 6 versions, instead of them having like the basic just hair and ears, I decided to add all of it so that they had the hair, their horns. She's supposed to have a tail. I realized I forgot it. I'm realizing this right now. I'll either see if I can go back and add it. I'll probably just go back and add it quick to the best of my ability. But yeah, her magical girl design, I decided to do the little bit of brown patches on the dress because the dress is supposed to be like the basic pony. So I added that here. Her white part of her off the shoulders, all the white accents on her magical girl dress are supposed to look, again, kind of like the frosting. Has the sprinkles on it for her unique thing. Because all the designs have their basic color, and then white is their magical girl design for all of them. Is what I'm trying to do. That's episode I did forget, but you know, I fixed it and it's all fine. So yeah, she has a little magical design. Unlike the other characters, she's just very ecstatic to be in this. Like, she like loves it. Again, she has a little stubby horn because in comparison to the rest, she has a shorter horn. And I absolutely love her. I love how her overalls kind of look like a chocolate bar. There's lots of frills on her because and this, like I said at the start of this part, probably my favorite design of my character I've done so far. I don't know what it is about this particular one, but I absolutely love her. I think it's a mix of the color scheme with like the skin tone and the hair. Oh, she's so cute. She's my favorite. This is my precious little child. Pat her on the head. Her hair on her, I decided to do 2 buns that kind of have like the hair coming out the top to look again like whipped cream type of, or frosting. And then her pony, her magical form is supposed to have that, but it looks kind of messy. So I imagine this version of her just has like 2 short pigtails and they're just both swinging to the one side, so it doesn't look as weird. That's totally what's going on. I totally just didn't mess up how I drew it. Not at all. But yeah, I love how she came out. I think she's adorable. She has freckles because 1, I'm obsessed with freckles, and 2, if a character has like sprinkles or something across their face, I give them freckles to represent that in their human design compared to the pony design. I definitely want to do something with these characters, especially now that I used this. I'm definitely gonna keep her in mind for later dates, because like oily light hair on darkest unknown is such a cool character design trait. The browns, the yellows, and the oranges with like the pink, for some reason I fell in love with on this design. I think it's because it's a color scheme you don't usually see often, but I love her. And yeah, I think that's all I have really to say. I wanted to talk more character based on her, but I don't know what else to say about her character. On her character, I'm trying to make her, get ideas to make her more different than Pinkie Pie. My idea, like you heard before, was probably making her talk less or be completely mute. I don't know, but I think that could be really cute. But so she has that one thing where they just don't talk much. Maybe she has like that. Don't know what it's called. Sorry. But yeah, so I wanted to differentiate her from Pinkie Pie. So she probably doesn't talk much, but she's still a super hyper bouncy ball of emotion, of excitement. She can bake pretty much anything she wants. She's able to bake really well. She loves to bake. It's her passion. She loves to bake, gives things for her friends. Unlike Pinkie Pie's party planning, she's a baker. I'd like to think that she like runs a little bakery in the future. But I love how she came out. I wanted to think about more personality traits that are different than Pinkie Pie. But all I could think about is for some reason making her like talk less, I guess the best way to put it, or be completely mute, I think is a really cute idea. You can tell me how you think about it. If you don't think it's a good idea, I would like the constructive criticism. So if you have an idea to make her personality different than Pinkie Pie's, I would like to hear it. But I love her. I think her design is adorable, and hopefully one day I'll bring these characters back, especially her. I'll probably use her as inspiration for other characters in the future. I think that's all I really have to say for this video. But before it ends, I will say the next character for this series, I'm going to actually put out a poll for it. It probably won't be the next video, because there's another video I've been wanting to work on since like last year. But it's always been pushed to the back because of other projects. So I'm probably going to try to work on that. But I'm going to put out a poll for the next 4 left designs for you guys to choose which one I do next. And I'll probably do this for the last 4 characters, or technically 3 characters, because the 4th one will be just chosen with whoever's left. But I didn't do this before because there was 1 way too many, and 2, I thought it'd be fun to have some of my family members pick. So yes, the next character is up to you. I'll try to put a poll in the community tab. Remember to do that when this video comes out, or very close to when this video comes out. A poll will be appeared there. I'd love to hear what you think about her. I love her, and I totally forgot adding this at the end. You can see in the sketch version of one that actually has her name on it that says Candy Cake. So you can see the little horn peeking out. And then the tail was supposed to look like a cupcake liner, which if I kept a tail like that, that would have been cute. But it would have been cute if I did that with a bun. But also, her original Equestria Girl design I have here, it looks like trash. It's so bad. I don't know what I was thinking with the fuzzy blue shirt with the cupcake on it, and then the skirt with the cupcake on it, and the shoes that were fuzzy but with cupcakes on it. I tried my best to make it slightly more tasteful in the design I used in the corner to show her old design. I changed it a little bit more than I changed the others, but I feel like I had to. And also all these cupcakes on her design look like Shopkins, except for the big one. But yeah, her old design was, no. All the candy in her hair, tail hair. And then I did for this one I also did a superhero design. And it's also trash. I don't know why I thought the superhero designs was a good idea, but they aren't. It looks so bad. I realized I forgot to record this. I had to add it towards the end. I hope you do too. So anyways, thank you everyone so much who clicked on this video and watched all the way through. I hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.